You or someone you know may be taking this right now. It's all natural. It's marketed to ease your anxiety, even pain. But tonight, its critics are warning you that Kratom can kill you. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Steve Savard.
I'm Courtney Bryant. All the Kratom products you see here are derived from tropical trees in Southeast Asia. Experts stress, though, don't let that deceive you. Tonight, News 4 investigator Chris Negus shows us how the Kratom craze has changed one family forever.
This is a green Vietnam kratom.
It's a plant from half a world away.
Kratom is a natural leaf from Southeast Asia.
For sale in storefronts popping up across the metro.
Commonly known as kratom.
In Franklin County, Nick Stowe's wife bought in.
She had a friend that told her about this stuff called kratom.
Stowe says his wife Julie purchased it for the same reason so many others do.
She was still in a lot of pain and everything.
Sometimes it's sold as a capsule, sometimes it's sold as a powder like this. That's what Julie purchased and mixed on a regular basis with her orange juice.
And then she would mix her kratom with it.
Her daughter demonstrated her mother's routine.
1 or 2 teaspoons.
Within a week or so, she had pretty good results from it. My wife was able to sleep, able to relax. It really helped calm her down.
But after steady use, sometimes several times a day for several months, everything changed on the morning of February 7th. Stowe's found his wife unconscious on the family room floor.
It was actually the day I was supposed to go back to work that I found her.
His 49-year-old wife was dead. He was baffled until the medical examiner returned the autopsy report.
When they told me that she died from kratom poisoning, I almost completely lost my mind. The one thing that we thought was giving her some kind of quality of life back, making her feel a little better, let her function at whatever level she could, is the thing that killed her.
Officially, the cause of death is mitragynine intoxication, which is commonly known as kratom. The product is not regulated by the Food and Drug Administration. In fact, the agency warns consumers not to use it. The FDA is aware of 47 deaths that may be kratom related. The Drug Enforcement Agency refers to it as a substance of concern.
Are you guys finding that people are dying because of this?
We are aware of multiple deaths, yes, both in our state, but mostly across the country.
And when you see that, does the DEA believe it's a product that should be regulated?
We are evaluating that.
Because it's not regulated, dosing instructions aren't provided.
Do you guys sell kratom?
Our producer visited several stores undercover around St. Louis to inquire about kratom.
Well, they all kind of taste like dirt.
Do you mix it with something? Or?
Yeah, orange juice.
At another store,
Is it on there, like how many pills to take and not
Kind
take?
of up to you. It doesn't really give much. It doesn't really give any dosing. You kind of got to try it and find your sweet spot.
at a third location, our producer was given handwritten dosing instructions.
Average dosing is 1 to 4.
The canisters Julie purchased read, "Customer is held accountable for any actions or choices as a result of use or misuse of this product."
And you take this?
I take it daily, yes.
David Palatnik owns nearly a dozen stores in St. Louis selling kratom. To be clear, Julie Stowe's did not purchase her kratom from Palatnik. He says it's not dangerous.
So you cannot overdose kratom. If you take too much kratom, you might feel nauseous a little bit, but you cannot overdose on kratom, and that is proven scientifically.
And scientifically by who?
Again, the American Kratom Association did a study with the University of Florida.
So I called the University of Florida pharmacist that conducted the kratom study, which was actually a survey of 8,000 kratom users about its impacts.
Did the study prove scientifically that you can't overdose on kratom?
No. And obviously a survey cannot prove something like that because a survey only evaluates what users are using Kratom for.
Can you take too much of this?
Yes, you can.
Dr. Michael Mullins is a Washington University physician that specializes in toxicology.
I don't think this is a safe product, and I would recommend not buying it.
So it's something you would not use?
I would not use, I would not recommend to my patients.
My whole goal in all this is to get it pulled off the shelves.
Stowe's is now on a mission to warn others about the dangers of a product that's banned in 6 states and major cities including Denver and San Diego. Closer to home, Alton and Jerseyville, Illinois prohibit the sale of kratom. According to the Office of the Regional Medical Examiner, which covers Franklin, Jefferson, and St. Charles counties, there have been 8 kratom-related deaths, including Julie's, since 2017. The St. Louis County Medical Examiner's Office stated, "We started seeing kratom-related deaths in May of last year. So far, they have seen 7 deaths related to kratom."
Here she is right now. Kratom reduced my life to a box on a wall.
In Missouri, there is a push to regulate kratom, something store owners like Palatnik agree with. The Kratom Consumer Protection Act would prohibit sellers from mixing kratom with any dangerous non-kratom substance. But the bill will not require physician oversight. Medical experts aren't even sure how much it would take for someone to overdose.
To cause something an overdose, you have to know what the correct dose is first.
Something that's too late for Julie Stows.
Beyond infuriated that this thing that was supposed to help her killed her.
I reached out to the manufacturer of the kratom Julie Stows was taking, but I did not hear back. Nick Stows has now retained a lawyer. As for Palatnik, he says business is good. He continues to expand and just opened his latest store inside the St. Louis Galleria. Chris Negus, News 4.